Hello students, today we are starting the fifth lesson of Footprints Without Feet book. As book, the title of the lesson is Footprints Without Feet. The author of this lesson is H. G. Wells. H. G. Wells was a renowned British author who was quite famous for his work in science fiction, like Time Machine, Invisible Man and The War of the World. H. G. Wells was born on September 21, 1866 and died on 13th August 1946. Now let us read this story and find out more about a secret scientist whose name was Griffin. Griffin is the main character of the story. The story creates interest in the readers. It generates curiosity. The scientist who had been working for a long time to see how to make the human body invisible, and suddenly one day he swallowed some drugs and he was now quite invisible. The story starts when the two boys saw fresh footprints of an invisible man in the street of London. Two boys were walking on the street of London and suddenly they saw the fresh footprints, marks of the foot, but there was no man on the road. These footprints were of a lawless scientist whose name was Griffin. As I told you earlier that he discovered a rare drug who could make a man invisible. But there is a question before us: is the scientist working for the betterment of his society, or is he simply working for his own benefit? When Griffin discovered how to make the human body invisible, his behavior changed. So his landlord disliked him and they wanted to come him out from his house. To take revenge, Griffin set fire to his landlord's house. To escape himself from the police and other people, he swallowed drug and ran away from there, but at this time he was quite invisible person. Now he was a homeless wanderer. He ran and ran. That was the time when the two boys saw his footprints on the street of London. Now he was walking in the street of London, but it was cold winter. He felt the need of clothes and food. He was hungry. He wanted some clothes. It was time to close the shops in London, but before this he entered a big London store. There he found the warm clothes, shoes, overcoat and hat. Now after wearing them, he became a fully dressed and visible person. Anyone could see him. Then he ate his meal in the kitchen of the restaurant, and after eating he fell asleep on the pile of quilts. In the morning next day he woke up late, but the store attendants came in the store and they ran after him, but he made himself free by removing his clothes. Again he was on the road. Then he entered a theatrical company. company which belonged to theatre, where the theatre items were sold. Now he dressed again himself and he looted some money from the shopkeeper. After stealing money and clothes, he wanted a peaceful life. He wanted to live freely. So he decided to go to Epping village. There he hired a room at the inn. Inn is just like the local hotel. But the money that he robbed from the shopkeeper did not last long. It finished, and for money he robbed a clergyman. Meaning of clergyman, a priest who was also staying there, staying in the inn. He looted his money. Now he was a suspicious person in the inn. Mr. and Mrs. Hole, they were the owner of the inn. They wanted to see his room, but he always locked his room and nobody had allowed to enter his room. One day Mrs. Hole, Mr. and Mrs. Hole saw his room quite open. They entered the room. They found nobody inside the room, because at this time the scientist Griffin was quite invisible. When they were looking inside the room, the chair and other thing in the room became alive. The hat that was lying on the side of the bed leapt up. Leapt meaning is jumped up, sprang and dashed itself into the face of the landlady, who was Mrs. Hole. Suddenly the bedroom chair became alive. It started to move, and the chair pushed Mr. and Mrs. Hole out of the room. The situation was that Mrs. Hole almost fell down the stairs in hysterics. She was thinking that there was some witchcrafts or superstitious things. She was convinced that the room was haunted by spirits. But there was something who had entered in the furniture of the room. To clear the point, Mrs. Hole phoned the police station, and for this inspection, village constable was sent. Village constables, who was Mr. Jaffers, he went to Mrs. Hole's inn. But before he come, Mrs. Hole went to the scientist and he asked him how he came out of an empty room and how he entered a locked room. The eccentric scientist, eccentric, peculiar, strange scientist, Mr. Griffin, lost his temper. He lost his patience when he faced questions from Mrs. Hole, because there was no answer before him. Now, to show himself that he is invisible man also, he threw off the bandages, spectacles, false nose which he had found from the theatrical company, and after removing all these things, he made himself, his head, invisible. At this time, Mr. Jaffers reached the inn. There he understood that he had to arrest a man whose head was quite invisible. He tried to get hold of the scientist, but Griffin outsmarted him by throwing away his clothes again. He removed his clothes one by one, and at last he became invisible and knocked down the constable, Mr. Jaffers, out of senses. The pupil who tried to help the constable received the blows nowhere. Thus, he again escaped. Griffin, the scientist, he again escaped. He again ran away from there, from the scene, unnoticed, and nobody could catch him, arrest him. Thank you. ठीक था.